Hello dear programmer, welcome to the lecture series of Fundamentals of Data Structure. Till today we have seen how to do the coding with array, with structure, we have seen the pointers also. We also covered a concept of pointers to array. Now can we use pointers to structure? Okay, let me see how to use it. So at the end of this today's session, I expect my student will be able to understand that how to use pointers to the array of structure. For these things, we are going to refer this book like Programming in ANSYS by Balguru Sami, Let Us See by Yashwant Kanitkar and so on. In today's session, we are going to cover that a quick revision of structure, pointers to structure variable and pointers to array of structure. We know that what is structure? Yes, structure is a template. That structure is a programmer defined one. Means if we want to use the structure, first of all we need to design and declare the structure before the variable of the structure is being declared. So in this example, here we have shown that a structure for student means we are able to store the two information of every student, roll number and his class. When we are declaring struct stud1, this indicates what? Only a one variable stud1 of type structure student. That means we are getting that stud1 is having roll number and its class. Now, if we are declaring a variable, means we can use a pointer. Yes, of course. Now, I want to declare a pointer to this particular structure. So, how we do it? We know that the pointers are being declared of what type of pointers you want. Suppose I want p is a pointer should point to integer. So, how we do? Integer star p. If in the same case, now I want to make that p is pointer to the structure. So what we should do? Yes, it can be happen during our program. There are multiple structures. So we can say that struct student star p, right? So we are saying that the PTR is a pointer to this student structure. Okay, once pointer have been initialized, declared, now we need to initialize them. So here PTR is what? PTR is a pointer which points to stud1 variable, that variable of structure type. So that's why we are saying that PTR is equal to address of stud1. So this indicates that PTR is containing the address of stud1. So here we are saying that PTR is a pointer which points to this student roll number and class indirectly. Now the question is how we are going to access the members of structure by using pointer. In the last session, we have seen that the structure variable can be accessed by using dot operator. Means if I want to read the roll number of the stud1, then we are writing stud1 dot roll, stud1 dot class. If I want to access this roll and class with help of pointer, then what we need to use? In that case, we people are using arrow operator. There are actually two ways to access the structure member by using structure pointer. First thing is that you can use the arrow operator, or another way is that we need to use that this indirectional operator and the dot operator combination. Let me start by using arrow operator. Dear student, we know that structure variables are using to access the members. So at that time we are using dot operator, and if we are using the pointer to that structure, that time we need to use arrow operator. So the syntax is pointer variable followed by arrow operator, and then we need to give member of structure. This is the syntax. Pointer name, arrow operator, and which member you want to access. So when we say that PTR arrow name, this indicates what? Name of the student is being accessed. PTR arrow city, this indicates that city is a one structure member can be accessed with help of PTR pointer. Let me see this small example. What is happening here? Yes, in this one that we have declared the structure, and here if you have observed that we have declared a pointer to this pointer of this type of structure and a one variable. Then we need to do pointer initialization, and here you have identified that we are using this arrow operator to access that members of our structure. So In this way, we can say that PTR role is equivalent to value at PTR dot role. What is the value at PTR? We already seen that PTR is what? This PTR is containing the address of student, that is address of student. Can we say that the value at address of student is what? Roll number. Means this student means YR is pointing to this complete. So it is pointing to that complete memory location, and into that memory location we need to access roll number. That's why PTR arrow operator can be rewrite as star PTR dot roll, or we are writing that star PTR dot class. So this can be happen with help of our value. So dear student, I expect you kindly pause the video and try to fill in these blanks. I hope you have done it. Yes, what is happening in this program that we are using the pointers. Now with help of this pointer, I want to display the name. Where is the name? That is a name. That's why we are writing PTR arrow operator name. Here we are displaying accession number. That's why PTR arrow operator accession number and PTR arrow operator editor. Right? So like that fashion, we are getting that how to access the structure members by using pointer. As I told you that we can have another way, that means use of indirectional operator and the dot operator. Now PTR is points to the structure variable stud. So we can say that stud and the value at PTR are the same thing. What is the value at PTR? Address of stud. And what is the stud? Is the name of variable. Means it can be same. So instead of writing that PTR arrow operator, we can use asterisk and the dot operator like this fashion. Since if we know that there are two operators we are using, asterisk and dot, then we people are using operator precedence. So in the precedence, that asterisk operator is having greater precedence than that of dot. So you can rewrite this statement without this bracket, like this fashion. So this is the another way to access the structure members by using asterisk and dot operator. Till this position, we have been used a pointer to the one structure variable only. But we want to make a pointer to the array of structure. Means not only one element, we want to make it to array of structure. We already covered how the pointer is assigned to array of element. Yes, we have seen that pointer will be initialized to the first element of our array operator. Array, that P is equal to base address or P is equal to array name, and then we are using that with P plus 1 will points to next element of array, P plus 2 will points to next element of array, and so on. Same logic we people are using that to the pointers to array of structure. So what is happening here? We have been given that three array elements have been created for this particular student. Also, we have seen that if we are using such array of structure, then we are using this index sub or subscript, that is stood into the square bracket 0 dot file name, that stood 0 dot last name, stood 0 dot HSC percentage, and so on. So in that same fashion, we people can able to use with help of pointers. So what is the first thing? We need to create a pointer variable that will hold the starting address of this particular structure. So we have declared a pointer. This indicates that PTR is points to the struct student. Now we want to make this pointer will point to array of this structure. That means PTR is equal to stud, or we can write PTR is equal to address of first element, that is address of stud of 0. So like this fashion, a pointer have been initialized. Means we can say that now PTR is points to that stud of 0. If I want to make that PTR is going to be displayed the values of 0th student, and I want to increase PTR plus plus, then how much size it will take? We have seen that pointer is increased by the how much to whom it is pointing, depending upon that scaling factor. So in this example, if you have observed that we need to find out what is the size of this particular structure. In this case, that member is containing 2 bytes, file name, first name is containing 20 bytes, last name is containing 15 bytes, means each student data is able to hold that 56 bytes of memory. So here array is of 3. So we can say that 36 multiplied by 3 means a complete array is containing the size is 108 bytes. Means first 36 bytes are holding the student information for first array. Second 36 bytes are holding that the second element of our stud array, and so on. Once we have been created that array, then what we need to do? We need to initialize them. Assume that, let we are saying that the first element stood 0. It starts with the location 1000 to 35. Then next 36 bytes have been reserved to our second element, that is stood 1. And third elements, it starts with stood 2. So if you have observed what is happening here, right, in this complete 36 bytes, right, so here we are having that 0th element, 0th array, roll number, 0th element, first name, 0th element, last name, 0th element, HSC percentage. Means into that complete 36 byte memory location, we are holding the 4 different kinds of information. This is nothing but called as member of the structure. Once they have been created, then we have to initialize the pointer. So while we are saying PTR is equal to stud of 0, means what it hold? It hold that the 1000. That means the starting address of our first element of array of structure. When we are saying the PTR is incremented, then in this case the PTR is increased by complete 36 location. So that pointer will point to 136, as this is the starting address of our second element of our array. Again, if we are saying P++, then it is pointing to next element of our stud array. So accordingly, our pointers are being used to access the structure member. Now, how we are going to use it? We have seen that if there is if there is a structure array, then we are using dot operator. And if we are using pointers, then what we need to do? We need to use ptr arrow roll number, ptr arrow first name, ptr arrow last name, ptr arrow HSC percentage. When PTR is pointing to 0th element, once we are incrementing that PTR++, then it will point to second row, that is the second element. Again it will say PTR arrow row, PTR arrow first name, PTR arrow. So like this fashion, we can able to access the elements of array of structure. So dear student, I hope you understand that how do we access the structure members by using pointer. We people are using arrow operator. If we are having the array of structure, in that case pointer is incremented by the size of structure. Thank you. Happy learning.